Okay, it's Automatic Dave here again. You know, I did some thinking about this 460 here, and I decided that this 2,600 feet a second is just unheard of. I'd mentioned before that I'd called Hornady and asked them about it, and they really didn't say anything. And I've had this thing apart, doing some measuring on it and whatnot for getting ready to convert it, but I'm not so sure that I'm gonna convert it right now. I'm making sure there's I want to get it lubed up good, because as I mentioned before, that this lube, this oil will acts as a kind of a buffer. And what did I say before? I said the word before. It wasn't a buffer, it was a kind of a cushion. So you're not slamming, because of the fierce recoil, you're not slamming the metal to metal under recoil. So this these pins are they've got a really nice finish on this thing. Anyway, I probably use more oil than what a guy needs to. Matter of fact, I've been chastised by some that said I use too much, but I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. I can always clean it off. One word that caution to those of you that decide to do your own. If you take your guns apart at all, and most of you probably have done this and probably know this. But when you get when you go to take your guns apart, make sure you get a decent set of gunsmith screwdrivers. They'll be hollow ground, and I'm sure you know what that means. If you don't, I'll show you. This blade, there's a wheel that comes in here and turns this way, and another one turns this way, and it makes this blade parallel. It's not like a regular flat screwdriver that'll have the wedges like that. So as you try to turn that screw, it tries to cam itself out. These sides are parallel. The other thing about a gunsmith, this is a little Chapman set. I've had this set for I don't know how many years. From Chapman Manufacturing, Durham, Connecticut, kit number 8900. And this one comes with a variety of flat screwdrivers. It comes with also some Allen head screws, bits, and a couple Phillips head. Phillips head. But you don't want to damage your screws if you're going to be taking these things apart and putting them back together, and taking them apart and putting them back together. And the thing about the gunsmith screwdrivers is you can find a bit that'll fit the slot, so there's no play in it, and it's the right width. It's not too big to where you're going to scar up the, if you have a countersunk hole or whatever. But just a little bit of trivia right there. And be aware that if you do get a set like this Chapman, these things are hardened and they will break, and they tell you right in their little in their little pamphlet, yes, we could build a screwdriver which couldn't be broken, but it wouldn't be practical. And then it goes on to explain why. And this one was one that I've had. This is the number 89, which is a very popular one. And it's broken, and I broke it I don't know how many years ago, never have replaced it. I've lubed this thing up with my famous Lucas gun oil, extreme duty stuff. It's not a machine gun like they call for, but it's still a good oil. Another oil that I like is Marvel Mystery Oil. They make a gun oil. It's one of those deals that not necessary to have. It doesn't really matter what you have as long as you have oil. Any oil just about is better than no oil. Alright, so what I've done, I actually went out and found a different lot of this ammunition. When I say this ammunition is for the 460 Smith. I bought, it's hard to find this stuff here in town, but I did find 2 boxes of this, and it's a different lot number. I weighed the original cartridge, the one that I kept. I weighed these. They're within a few tenths of a grain, half a grain either way. So I only have one to compare those to. So apparently these may have the same loading as the others. I'm going to be really surprised if this lot shoots 2,600 feet a second like the other one did, but we got the chronograph set up, so we'll find out. I've got some targets here. I've got some Smith & Wesson organic ready cut diced tomatoes. I didn't know Smith & Wesson made tomatoes, but apparently they do. Smith & Wesson Fine Foods, distributed by Smith & Wesson Fine Foods in San Francisco, of all places. I'm sure S&W means something else besides Smith & Wesson, but what the hey? It's got the same logo. It's good enough for me. Another thing I've got here is this is Kirkland brand cut green beans with sea salt. These are fancy grade. They're freshly packed, and they're the Blue Lake variety. Very good green bean. So we're gonna open this can of green beans. By the way, this is the fancy grade. Now renowned for their flavor and substance. But anyway, that's a good thing there. These are Allen's tiny tender sliced carrots. I'm not sure why anybody would put carrots in a can. Cooked carrots are just, to me, nasty. They just don't taste good. They're sweet and they're mushy, and I suppose there's a way to do them that they're palatable, edible, or otherwise eatable, whatever. Anyway, this one I'm going to be glad to get rid of. I don't know where it came from. As a matter of fact, this has been in the basement for far too long. The expiration date, or the best buy date, not necessarily expiration, it's probably still good, was April 1st of 2011. That is 8 years ago and 2 weeks. 8 years and 2 weeks ago that this was. So these are far past beyond help. Another thing I've got here is this Spam. This is a can of low sodium, 25% less sodium Spam. I don't know why you'd do that to Spam. Spam is good just the way it is. I've never had 25% less sodium in my Spam, but I'm going to open this can with the Spattermatic and see what it tastes like afterwards. Got another one here. We've got a seasoned brand, all natural wild caught sustainable harvest, no BPA, in can lining, sardines in pure olive oil with salt added. I'll take them out of the box. So these came all the way from Morocco. So we'll see what the Moroccans do with their boneless, skinless bonus and sardines. The other thing I have here is a 50 BMG cartridge. It's empty. It's a fired round. I have a whole bunch of brass, and this is a API round, a bullet rather. I stuck it in there. It won't come out, but anyway, I'm gonna try to set it up there. I don't know if I can hit it or not. Probably not, but I've got a couple boxes of ammo. I'm gonna sit up there and see if I can't hit that bullet. Like I said, it's unlikely that I can, but what the hey? We're out here trying to have fun and play around with different stuff, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully the weather will participate, and so for now I'm gonna go down there and set the targets up, and then we'll go from there. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do here is load this beast up. I'm only loading 4 rounds because they only have 4 in the thing there in the deal. Anyway, first thing I'm gonna shoot at is that sardine can, and the reason being is because it's thin, it's small, and hopefully it will not blow all the other targets off the platform. So here we go. And we're going to see what this one will clock at. Wait a second. Let me move this over. But anyway, let me try this can of sardines and see what happens here with this one. $25.54. Wow. $24.78. That got the sardine can. Knocked it right over there in front of the Spam can. Being as how I don't like those other little units, them carrots, I'm going to go for them next. .25-39. These are not shooting quite so fast. I gotta go set my targets up. I can get the spam can, but I don't want to hit that sardine can just yet. That is that's something. Shooting big bore handgun at 2,500. This is only gonna this lot here is a little slower than the other. It's only gonna average it's probably something around 25-35 or something, like 25-30. This is the spam can now. Huh? What happened? Whoops. 2506. Same thing. Brass is dirty nearly all the way down. Shakes right out. Shakes right out. Shakes right out. So, Hornady is really strange. That brass is dirty all the way to the back end. That streak right there, all that stuff, same over here. All the way to the rim. If we can see this, I'm probably not doing this right. Man, that is something. I'm not so sure. I may have to get another one of these and convert it and keep this 460. This unit is just impressive. I mean, if you stop and think about it, we got a handgun here that's shooting a 200 grain bullet, about as fast as slightly slower than a 308 would shoot a 180 grain bullet. I'd have to look at the velocities on the 308, but I'm sure it's not much over 2,800, maybe 2,850, something like that. I hope the camera doesn't get wet and hurt anything getting wet here, but I don't know what I did to the spam can. I barely touched it, but I'm gonna try that can of I think that's the tomatoes right there. So we gotta get what they are, see if they'll be right in the middle. Yeah, 2510. So these are going to average 2,500 feet a second. I'm going to stick this thing up down there. I may be able to hit it. I'll go ahead and shoot the ooh, I can barely see that. I'm going to try to hit the, hey look, there's a bald eagle. No, that's not a bill, that's a raven. I'm going to try to shoot that. Try to hit the bullet, the projectile on this 50 BMG. Not sure where it hit. Oh, I jerked that one. That was no good whatsoever. I'll be lucky if I hit the dirt. I hit something. Huh. I don't know if I hit the bullet, but I knocked it off with a... Yep. This is an impressive unit, I tell you what. I'll go ahead and try the can of Spam. I didn't hit it good. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go down there downstream and watch what happens. All right, this is kind of what I was hoping would happen with the can of tuna fish, or sardines. Kind of opened that sucker right up. I'm sure that was the entrance right there, and that is the exit. Kind of cool looking. Yeah, well, I mean, we're in sure we got to pay attention here. That's half the game. Anyway, opened her right up, and I don't think there's any. It seemed to be really good. There's no evidence of bullet jacket or anything like that, so okay, that's good. Now the Spam, I just barely grazed the can, so it's got tuna fish, so dang it, sardines all over it. So I'm gonna, let's see, I'll put it back like it was. So I hit the right top side of it. Now, the only remaining pieces of the carrots are the back side here. Backside, that's the bottom. Here is the lid. That was in the dirt, the impression was in that wooden thing, that stump. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can see every little pattern that it had there. Well, here's one that I wasn't expecting. I'm a bit disappointed in that. I shouldn't be, because I know the gun shoots low, or it has been. I was trying to hit the bullet. I ended up ruining a perfectly good case, a Lake City from 2005. But that's a cool looking shot anyway, I think, if you kind of look at it. We're hitting that from there to here with a big bore handgun is, it takes a little bit of concentration. It really does. So I guess what I could do is set it back up and try it again to hit the bullet, and then I'll go back and hit the can of Spam. Shoot the bullet first, because it probably won't knock over the Spam can, but I can't be sure of the other way. So this lot of ammo is going to be somewhat less velocity. It's probably going to average 25 something. I've got two rounds that are 25.06. So we hit the 50 BMG case, but we didn't hit. Let's see, I'll put 4 more rounds in here. Now the other box of ammo that I have is the same lot of this, so I don't expect it to be any different. Okay, now I still can't see the bullet very well, but I'm going to try to hit that 50 BMG bullet on top of that case. Wait a second. I actually have a screwdriver set here that I was bragging on moments ago. With a bit that just fits. So I am going to raise this rear side up. I don't know, 4 clicks. Let's see what that does. And we'll try to hit that 50 BMG bullet. Huh. Don't know what happened to it. Well, heck. Probably shooting over it. Let me shoot the spam can. Huh. Well, I can't tell where I'm hitting now. Spam can's still sitting there. Cases are still falling out. Dirty. Huh, all right, 4 more rounds. And then I'm gonna call it a day. I should be satisfied, I suppose, hitting the 50 BMG cartridge. It's very difficult to see. Let's see, that turned that spam can around a little bit. Let's see what happens this time. That looked like a dead center hit. Huh. That thing's bulletproof. Huh, one more shot. Wow, okay. The old barrel's getting right warm there. So, I'm just going to be satisfied with hitting the 50 BMG case. I need to get I'll set it up different where I can maybe get a better background where I can kind of see where I'm shooting. You know, might help somewhat. Thing's still shooting 2,506 feet a second. That's another one. So that's going to average probably 2480, I mean. Maybe what I can do is get a little closer and see that. Now I can see from right here pretty good. I want to see if I can hit that thing from... I've got a hole dug all the way around it. I grazed it finally. Wow. All right. We'll go down there and see what the hay. I need to clean this thing, I guess. At least clean the cylinder. Much garbage just comes back through there. So let's go take a look down here and see what we've got. I know the can of Spam is gone completely, and well, damn the devil to hell. I can't believe it. Can you believe that? Damn it. All I'm trying to do is hit the bullet. It's an incendiary bullet, and I wanted to see if it would incendiate. Huh. Well, anyway, this will be a memento to something. I'm not sure what. Damn it. Anyway, I'll have to just be satisfied with hitting a BMG case twice with a 460 Smith & Wesson and a 50 BFR. It shoots well enough if I could. I've got a nice little group over there. Actually, I don't expect to find anything from the bullets. They're just too far gone. The spam can is definitely, I don't know, I'll have to go look at the video and watch it because it's gone. This is I will take this up, give something for the magpies to eat. They will be back around shortly. So, this is all I got for Automatic Dave on this round, on this session, and maybe the next go I'll be able to hit this. Oh, look at there. I'm not sure if that was from the can or from the pistol. Huh. Probably from the pistol. I have to go see if there's blood on the pistol. Anyway, could have been from this case too. Who knows where it came from. So, next time.